Hello friends, let's start question 8. So in this question, you can see that you have a SAS data source MR1 exporting the via the 7 REST API endpoints. So you need to ingest the data from this API into a bronze layer in a delta format. You need to minimizing the development efforts and which two option activity should you include in the pipeline. So these are your four options in here. So you need to choose out of four options, two options. So it is the data pipelines in Microsoft Fabric. You are calling the 7 APIs and you loading the data in a bronze layer in a delta format in a warehouse or lake house. Because here we haven't found where we're loading through a bronze layers. Yeah, we load into delta format. These are the four options. So let's do a question analysis. So this is our first technical requirements, which is we need to load the data in bronze layer in delta format. We need to minimizing the development effort. So we try to use no code, low code and reusable code as well. And we have a 7 APIs for that as a source. And our target is bronze layer, as we know now. So solution is we will use iterative way. So we use a for each loop through each endpoints, and then we copy your data in raw format in JSON or packet into a delta format. So we will use a copy activity inside our pipelines. Our source is inside the for each loop because we're using the loop for that because we need to minimize development efforts. So based on that, let's see our four options first. First option is for each loop. So yes, we definitely use for each loop to iterate through each endpoints of the API. So at the moment we have 7 API, but tomorrow it can have a 10 APIs as well. Or at the moment 7, it can be 3 APIs only, we loading. So that's why we will configuring them in database and then we loading through those endpoints. So we use a for each loop and then we are calling the APIs inside that copy activity. And so we use a copy activity to move a data from API to lakehouse in delta format, which natively with minimum setup. Webhook activity is not that much suitable in this scenario. And store procedure, of course, you can use a store procedure when you have a data related some transformation. But in this situation, store procedure is not suitable because we need to move our data. We don't want to transform our data. So that's why we cannot use store procedure at this moment. So our two option is for each loop and copy activity. So these are the correct two options and these are the incorrect options.